busy. Being busy, we've just discussed this.
I know, there's so much going on.
Season 2 of Busy this week with QVC. How are you feeling? Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been so much fun. The show streams on QVC Plus starting on the 21st of May. My first guest is my best friend, Michelle Williams.
Who would have thought?
To be fair, it is season 2. She wasn't on season 1.
You made us wait for this chat.
I did, because I knew that Dying for Sex was coming out, and so we wanted to really be able to promote that incredible, beautiful show that she did, and in addition to just talking about being best friends and loving each other. So we have just really great guests this season, and I'm thrilled. And I love QVC Plus. I love partnering with them. They've been amazing, and it's free. Anyone can watch it.
That's the best bit.
Yeah, it is the best bit.
I must say, being here with all of the inspiring women, I mean, how much does that just lift you up to be a part of this QVC gang?
You know what? It's really interesting, especially because we're here at the age of possibility thing. You're obviously very far from 50. I'm not there.
Too.
I am not so close, but I'm not so far. But yeah, but seeing these women all of whom say, really, it wasn't until I hit 40 that I really hit my stride, and now I'm 50 plus, and these are the best years of my life, and I'm having the best career, and I feel the best, and I'm empowered. It gives me so much hope, because I do feel like when I was a younger woman, it felt like your life was over.
Yeah, it feels like that for me.
You do? You think so?
That's just society and media.
I know, but I think it's shifting. I think that seeing these examples is shifting our perception of what is possible. I mean, that's why they're calling it the age of possibility, because I think we just see these incredible women thriving. And I will just say for myself personally, I've been an actor and a performer and a writer and working in entertainment since I was a teenager, since I was 19. And I do feel that the best years of my career have been since I was in my late 30s and now in my early 40s.
I love that. Mm-hmm. I had a chat with Hoda Kotb before as well, and she said the very similar things. Like, her life feels like she started after 50. So it's very inspiring being here and hearing all of that.
Yeah. I think my life really started at 37.
Okay. A few years to go for me.
Yeah. Well. But you're doing great. So, you know what I mean? I also was doing great before. You know what I mean? It's just something shifts, and it's just a little bit different. And I think as women, we just become kind of more empowered and able to let go of ideas of what we think others expect of us and really go for what we want.
And almost like you forget what everyone else is thinking.
Yeah, I don't. But
Me
no,
either.
I don't. But
Me either.
I don't. But I do have such a better ability to hear myself over it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let that allow that to be the driving force for what I'm doing, as opposed to what I think I should be doing so that other people respond to me in a way that I want. Do you know what I mean? People's responses to me do impact me. However, the driving force now is less about that, and it's more about what is it that I really want.
I love that. I want to also talk about David Letterman. I mean, an icon in late night, talking to another now icon in late night.
Just currently the only woman with a late night show.
Well, that's my next question. But let's chat about David.
Yeah.
What did you learn from David?
I mean, honestly, it was just a great chat. He's a great guest, but it is interesting. Stephen Colbert was on the show in the first season, and it is always funny when you have, and also Andy Cohen was on the show as well. It's funny, and Sherry Shepherd. Okay, so it's funny when you have someone who's a host as your guest, because they keep trying to host.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they always try to turn and ask you a question. So especially with Mr. Letterman, with David Letterman, first of all, it was always my dream to be on the David Letterman show, and I never was. I never was on late night, So part of me was like, yeah, just interview me. That would be great. But you know what I mean? But I had to understand that I was doing my job, so I had to keep trying to redirect. But there was a little bit no controlling him. You know what I mean? The man, and he's such an icon. I'm like, do what you want. This is your set now, sir. You can just move in. You want to stay? Please. Do you want to take the job? You're whatever you want.
David tonight.
David, you know what? David this week. Sure. Yeah. I mean, he has his show, but yes.
Yeah. And speaking of being the only woman in late night, why, obviously, we love this for you, but why do we think we don't have many women in late night.
Oh, I don't love it. Like, I mean, I love that I'm able to do this show and that I figured out a way and a partnership that made sense so that we could continue to do this show. But I don't love it. I think it's stupid that I'm the only woman who has this platform. And, there's a lot of talk about, I don't know, historically speaking, I don't know, let's watch Hacks. You know what I mean? Like, let's just, like, but I would love to see more women, not just given late night shows, but also given the runway to really have them succeed, because it's not a thing that you can immediately, whether you're, a stand-up, a comedian, a personality, or, actor, as I was, it's not a thing that it happens overnight. And we have I've just watched as men have been given these jobs over the years, and they've had years to find their audience, to build their audience, to figure out what their perspective and their voice is and their bits are. And, my first late night show, bless that I was given one, for 4 nights a week, but I was given like just shy of 9 months. And that's not enough time, really. So I think it's about investing in women across and trusting them. And also understanding that maybe some old model ways of thinking about late night and comedy and gender roles, we're done. Like, we need to move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, I would love to see Amber Ruffin return to late night. I would love to see, there's so many like young, up and coming, incredible people. There's a lot of comedians and people that I think would kill.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you weren't given enough time to find your audience, and now you're given even more time, though, heading into season 2?
Oh, I'm so thrilled with QVC. Look, whatever happened in the past, who even knows? That was pre-pandemic. Does that even exist?
Yes, no.
I don't
Life before pandemic, what?
I'm serious, though. And also, it was like sort of right at the precipice of streaming and things. It was a confusing time in television. It's still a confusing time in television, I think, which is why I'm so grateful that QVC had sort of the innovative thought when Casey and I came to them and said, hey, what about doing just a straight up late night talk show with me? Would you be into it? Yeah. They said, yeah, let's try it out. And they've been incredible partners, and I really love it. And for people who haven't seen the show, it's not like we don't sell things on the show. Yes. However, everything that I'm wearing is available on QVC. Everything Casey wears is available on QVC. A lot of the stuff on our set is available on QVC. So it's shoppable, and also we don't necessarily always call it out.
What's your audience like? Are you loving your audience?
Yeah, I love our audience. I always have loved the women, mostly women, and few adorable men that love us and love me and support me. And and I hope people continue to find the ways to watch it and stream it, and yeah.